welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a then versus now makeup look. I'm going to be doing my makeup how I used to do it in 2019 versus how I do it today in 2023. So if you guys are interested in seeing the difference in how I do my makeup, just keep on watching. Guys, so we're gonna jump right into the makeup look for today. And I'm gonna be doing 2019 on this side of my face. This is my right side of my face, and the left side of my face I'm gonna be doing 2023. So I'm gonna start off with brows. I usually don't do my brows on camera, but in 2019, my brows were thick, y'all. I started doing makeup and I took a class in 2018. That's when I first started doing my makeup. I didn't prime, I didn't really moisturize my face or anything. I would just put on foundation. So we're not gonna do anything on the side, we're gonna leave the side bare. And now I'm gonna get into my brows. So I used to use pencils like this. This is an Essence, like an eyebrow pencil. It was also one from Wet n Wild that I loved. And I would just do my brows very heavy and very dark. And when I look back at old pictures, I'm like, oh my gosh, my brows were so freaking dark. Like, it's crazy. Like, I used to actually do my brows like this. Do y'all see how thick that is? This is how my brows used to actually look. And I like that. I actually thought it was cute. You know, actually it's not bad, but no, they were just like way too dark. And then that's when I started to discover, you know, eyebrow pencils, like the Morphe one. There was one by e.l.f. that I really liked. The e.l.f. one was the first one I used, and it was like really inexpensive. And then I discovered this one, I started using this one. So as far as brows today, I'm very light-handed with my brows. I don't like my brows to be super dark or super thick. So y'all see, one thing different with the brows from from present day is that I'm using a lighter shade. When I'm using a pencil, I like to use a pencil that's not too dark of a shade and not too light. This is in the shade Java, right? Hold on. Yeah, Java. It's the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil. And this is how I do my brows today. You know, very lightly. I'm very lightly doing them. Do y'all see the difference? This was super heavy, super dark. This is super natural in it. So now let's get into concealing. So the concealer that I used to love Makeup Revolution concealers. That was the concealer that I always used when I would do my brows. But Makeup Revolution, they changed like their brand, and the colors that I used to use they discontinued them. So I stopped using those. So I'm going to be using my Tarte, can't talk y'all, my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade 38N, medium tan neutral. And the technique that I use to conceal my brows is pretty much always been the same. It really hasn't changed much. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my concealer brush. And I've always used a brush like this to conceal my eyebrows. So for the 2019 side, I would conceal both the top and the bottom of the brow. Did y'all hear those birds chirping? I'm sorry y'all don't hear birds chirping. They are like outside having like a ball. So y'all see I used to do the top and the bottom of my brow, and I used to use the same color concealer. And then I will go ahead and I will blend that out. And I'm going to just be using a fluffy brush. And to blend the top out, I will always blend upwards. And to blend the bottom, I will always blend downwards. And this is how my brows used to look in all of my pictures, and I thought it was so cute, y'all. But when I look back, it be so cringy, like, no, that was not it. So now I'm gonna move on to the 2023 side. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Today, I really only concealed the bottom of my brow. The top of my brow, I don't do much with concealing because I actually like the way it looks. So I don't like to really conceal the top of my brow. And I've been doing that for like really, I would say a couple of years now. Like sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. But a lot of times I don't conceal the top of my brow anymore. So I leave it literally just like this. And that's it for the brows. So as I mentioned, on the 2019 side, I did not use any primer. But I do use primer today. So actually I'm going to moisturize and then prime, because that's what I like to do. I use the Nivea cream, just their regular moisturizer. And I'm just going to apply this to this side of my face. And then I'm gonna go in with primer now. And the primer that I'm going to be using is going to be my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is the original one. And I'm gonna only take a little bit because I'm only doing like half of my face today. And I'm just gonna apply this. And it's like, I can't believe that I didn't used to wear any type of primer. I'm so sorry y'all about these birds chirping because it is driving me absolutely insane. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Oh, it stopped. Thank God. I'm about to say I'm gonna come out there and talk to the birds, but I can't believe that I didn't used to prime my face. Like, that's probably why my makeup didn't look as good, because I didn't prime. So going back to the 2019 side, I'm going to use the foundation I was using in both years because I have changed the way my foundations now a little bit. But I'm going to use the Fenty Soft Matte. And I used to always go for matte. Like, a foundation I used to use was the Maybelline Fit Me. And I used the shade 330. It was my absolute favorite of all time. I loved it so much, y'all, and I always used it. And I used to love this brush too. It's the Real Techniques, it's the buffing brush. And And I would just apply this to my skin like this. Crazy, right? Like no primer, no nothing. Just apply it to my face. Just like this. And now my nose is gonna be little. Interested how I'm gonna get that, but we're gonna work on that. So we're just applying that Fenty to the one side of the face. No primer, no nothing. Like crazy. And I have a little bit left over, so I'm gonna use all of this. I started using Fenty in 2018. Because when it first came out, I wasn't using it. But I like waited like a year, then I went out, got a sample from Sephora, loved it, and purchased it. So we have the 2019 side done. Y'all see that? Like that's crazy. Like it's literally just sitting on my skin. I can't be right. I used to do this, y'all. I cannot. So for the 2023 side, we're gonna use the same foundation. We're just gonna keep it the same. I still love a matte look, so and Fenty is honestly one of my favorites. So that's why I'm gonna do that. I'm going to use today, I'm gonna use this brush. I'm gonna use this It Cosmetics Airbrush number 101 foundation brush. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to the other side of my face. And do y'all see how much of a difference, like how the skin already looks different? Just by the way that I applied in my skincare. I didn't really realize how important skincare was when it came to my skin until like, I want to say like 20, like maybe a couple of years ago. Maybe like 2 years ago, I really started incorporating a lot of skincare into my makeup routine. But y'all see how that looks so much different already, how it looks so much better already? Just by me actually using like primer and some type of moisturizer. So yeah, that's what I used to do. This is what I do now. So again, 2019, 2023. So for concealer, I'm going to be using the Shape Tape by Tarte. So I used to apply my concealer very annoyingly. I used to use a lot of concealer. I used to apply my concealer like this. This was like the way everybody applied concealer, and that was how I applied it. I would still apply it to like my forehead, my chin, my nose, and like right here. And today I do my concealer, I do like inner corner, outer corner, still do the forehead, still do the nose. I still do this too. Sometimes I don't, most of the time I do. And I still do my chin. And I can't believe y'all that I used to use so much concealer, like crazy. So to blend out my concealer, what I used to do, I can't remember what I used to do to blend out my concealer. So for the sake of today's video, we're just gonna use a brush because I can't remember if I used to actually use a brush or a sponge. It might have been a sponge, but I can't remember. So anyways, we're going to start with this side. I'm going to use this Sephora brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out. Just instantly y'all can see how it's so much product. Like, oh my gosh. I can't believe I used to actually apply my concealer like this. And then we're gonna go to the 2023 side. I'm gonna blend this out. And then I'm gonna go to the other areas and blend those out. I learned it over the years that less really is more when it comes to like makeup. The less, you could still have enough product on your face to where it's not too much, you know what I'm saying, and it still looks good. So for this, I'm just gonna blend this out same way. I've always like done like my forehead and things the same way, so I'm gonna blend those out the same. And I'm gonna take my foundation brush after I blend this out and then mesh everything together. And again, I'm doing like this only because I used to do all of this the same way. I didn't do this any different. And then for my nose, we're gonna pinch the brush and just blend that out. Okay. So we have the concealer on. I'm gonna take the brush for this side and just blend it. And then take the other brush for this side and blend it. So I did do this step in 2019 as well, so that's why I'm doing this step the same. So now that we have that all set, now I'm going to go into concealer. Another thing I used to do, now that I didn't used to do then, I used to do like I used to only do like powder. I didn't do any sort of cream. So I'm going to just set my under eye, and then I'm going to do my cream products on this side, and then just do my powder on this side. I think for this part, I'm going to probably just do one side at a time. So for the side, for 2019, I'm going to be using my banana powder. If you like were anything into the beauty community, you knew that this powder was like the go-to powder. Everybody loved it. It was very, very popular. And I used to apply my powder with a sponge. So I have a Real Technique sponge. And I'm going to go ahead and apply this. And now just off rip, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I stopped using this powder. I do like this powder, but I did stop using it. But I actually used to bake with this powder. But off rip, you see how yellow that is. I don't like my powder to be this yellow anymore. Like a hint of yellow is fine, but I don't like it to be this yellow anymore. And then I would take like a brush like this and just sweep off the excess. And then what I would do for this side is I wouldn't use any blush. I only use like bronzer and highlighter, and that was it. So I have the exact bronzer that I used to use, and I still use it today. It's called What Shady Beaches. and it is by Wet n Wild. And I used to love, when I say love, I used to love this bronzer. And this was the only thing that I used. Like, I used to be scared of blush because I used to feel like it was gonna look too dark on me. So I never used to like to use it. But now, and then I'm gonna just go in, make sure that's blended. And then I'm gonna go in with highlighter as well. Where's that highlighter I had? So I had a highlighter on here. What did I do with it? So I'm gonna use the highlighter. And I am going to use this color right here. It's like a champagne pink type color, and I'm gonna use that onto my face. And this is really all I used to do. Like, I was so simple with my face. I didn't do nothing extra. This was literally all I did for my face. So now I'm gonna go to this side of my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Putty Bronzer. I'm gonna use this with the e.l.f. Putty Blush Brush. And I'm gonna first apply this to my face. And I really started using cream products, I would say like maybe 2020, really honestly maybe 2021 to be honest with you. And I like to apply my cream products before I set my under eye. I know it's creasing a little bit, but I'm gonna come back to that. I also like to use a blush now, but I don't have with me that today. So I know that, what am I saying, y'all? I use the blush, I don't have it, so I'm just gonna do the bronzer what's in front of me here because I don't feel like getting up, y'all. I really don't. I thought I had everything over here before I started, but apparently I didn't. So now I'm gonna go back in with my brush, my concealer brush, and I'm just gonna blend out any creases. And now I'm going to set my face with the Beauty Bakery pinch of flour powder and cassava. This is still like a yellow powder, but it's not as yellow as the Then Night powder. And for this, I'm gonna set my 9 AM brush, and I'm just gonna go right under that eye and get that. And then go to my forehead, my lip area, my chin, and then we gotta hit that nose. Let me go back because I don't think I did for this side. Let me set this side for the 2019 side. So just doing a comparison already, you see that like this side is way more like put together. It just looks better. This side just looks like, it doesn't look bad, but it could be better. I'll just say that. And again, make sure all that powder has been melted into my skin. So now I'm going to go in with bronzer for this side. And I'm going to use my Juvia's Place bronzer. I always use this bronzer. I probably won't ever stop using this bronzer. And I'm gonna mix the two bronzers and just blend that into my areas where I already put down the cream bronzer. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, like me and bronzer, I love a good bronzer. I love a good bronzer. Like, especially in the summertime, I love looking sun-kissed. So I use a lot of bronzer. And then I also now use blush. So I'm gonna be using my, I don't really want this blush, but it's here, so I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use my Juvia's Place Volume 4 blush. And I'm gonna mix these today. And I usually go for like an orange or pink blush. I used to be scared of blush. I'm like, it's gonna make me look clownish, so I never used to use it. But now I love blush. I can't get enough of it. So yeah, this side, as you can see, is already more complex. And then I'm gonna go in with highlighter. Just for the sake of this video, lately I have not been using highlighter. I don't know what's been going on with me, but I have not been using it lately. But I'm gonna do a little bit of highlighter because I still like to highlight. I still like the same color shade of highlighter. So that highlighter I used earlier, the same highlighter I'm gonna use now. Ooh, that's too much. Oh my gosh, hold on, let me get it out. Okay. That's too much highlighter, y'all. I'm not even put that much. Now I'm just highlight this part of my nose. Cause I didn't used to do this either. So I'm gonna highlight like half of my nose. Who is that with that loud noise? I'm sorry right now, y'all. Somebody was outside really bumping that music. But I'm back. So we have this side pretty much done. What I'm gonna do for eyeshadow today, because I don't really feel like being bothered with doing eyeshadow today. I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. But I used to wear a lot of eyeshadow in 2019. But we're just gonna focus on the base today. I'm just gonna take that leftover concealer and put that onto my eye. We're gonna keep it real simple. Cause again, yeah, I do not feel like it. I really don't. So since we are not gonna do any eyeshadow and we're just gonna really focus on the face today, I'm gonna move into the eyes. So for the eyes, I'm going to start with mascara. I just do mascara the same, nothing's changed about that. How I do mascara, I literally just apply it. And then I'm gonna go in with my glue. I just saw that, but where did it go? Oh, y'all. I just saw my glue in it. It's right here. So I'm gonna line my lash line for both, because I've been doing this forever. I like doing it this way better. So some things have changed, as y'all see, some things have not. But as y'all can see, the two sides of the face do look different, so yeah. So I have that. Now I'm gonna look for some lashes. For lashes, I'm gonna do a pair that I wear then and now. I've always liked really like fluffy lashes, so I'm gonna put on a fluffy pair that will go with both years. So I'm looking for a pair right now. I'm gonna open anything. I'm just going with these lashes here. Y'all gonna see these on in a minute. Also, I want to line my bottom here. I can't even talk, y'all. What is that? Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, so how to get myself together, y'all, because I was like, what is going on? But anyways, these are the lashes I'm gonna put on today. I still like both, like fluffy lashes, so this will go for both years. So that's it for the lashes. I'm gonna now do waterline. I used to always do this. Y'all, that be intense. But yeah, that I used to always do this. I don't do it as much anymore unless I'm doing like a real glam look, and then I'll do this as well. So for the sake of this video, since we would just be like a glam look for me, I'm gonna do it over here as well. Okay guys, so now we have the waterline. So this is something I still do the same as well. Now if I'm doing like everyday look, I won't do this, but typically this is what I do. And then now the last part is the lips that we have to do. So let me go ahead and take off this Vaseline, y'all. And I would have to say that my lips are the same too. Like, I still like my lips the same. I still like the same type of lip combos. That really hasn't changed much for me. So I'm gonna just go on with my Petal Please lip liner by ColourPop. This is a dark brown. Now, actually, you know what? I'm not. I kind of overline my lips now. So this side I'm gonna overline, this side I'm not. I just literally just follow the shape of my lip. That was it. And then I'm gonna do gloss. Gloss is the same. This side I didn't overline, this side I did overline. So for gloss, I've I've been using Fenty for years, so we're gonna do Fenty. And then I'm going to do this Milani Soft Rose. If y'all have been watching my videos, y'all have been loving this combo. I actually go get another one of these because I'm running low. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty gloss in Sweet Mouth. This has been my favorite for years as well. And I do my lips the same. It's just I just overline now, whereas I used to not overline, but now I overline. Just because I feel like it make my lips look more like juicy. You see how like flat my lip look? Like that's crazy. That's absolutely insane. So I'm also going to do Balm Mascara. That's the same as well. I've been doing that forever too. And this will really make it intense when you do like the black smoky eye, like the black waterline, the black mascara on the bottom. And make it look more intense. So that is that. I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry because I need to do setting spray, but I'm gonna come back and do that and we'll do the outro. Hey guys, so I am back. The last thing that I need to do is setting spray, and I'm gonna only really do this side of my face because I didn't really used to use setting spray. So yeah, I'm just only gonna do half of my face. So I'm gonna cover this side. It's hard trying to get one side dry without both sides getting wet. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Like, this is what it looks like. This is the 2019 versus the 2023. As you can see, there are okay guys, so this is the final look. This is the 2019 side versus the 2023 side. Let me see. Yeah. As you can see, there are so differences. In 2019, I really wasn't going there with my makeup as I am now. This is how I would do like a full glam back in the day. And of course, imagine what eyeshadow, like that's what we would do. I'll probably end up doing like some more old looks and recreating some old looks. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know which side you like better. Do you like the 2019 side or do you like the 2023 side better? And I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.